Hello again. We're just here to do some more videos with Mark Fenlon of Markaudio. We're going to talk about some of the new drivers that Mark has just got out. So, over to you, Mark.
Well, thank you very much, Stefan, and welcome everybody. My name's Mark Fenlon, and I'm the founder of Markaudio, and I now work for that company as their sort of backroom boy, I guess. So I'm going to introduce to you the CHN 110. We were talking about boxes earlier, weren't we, Stefan?
Yes, these boxes, I always think every time I open one that it's brilliant that we haven't got sort of glossy stuff printed all over them like you would find with most manufacturers, because of course it makes them much more recyclable.
It does,
and then I haven't got all the horrible chemicals leaching out into our environment, which is great.
Indeed, this material is 100% recycled paper, just to let you know. And the Markaudio mantra is to try to do more with less. That's why we're firm believers in full range. We appreciate there are needs for multi-way systems, but our mantra is to try to get the full range to do most of the work and save people having to buy more stuff, I guess, tweeters, woofers and so on. But we do appreciate
the less materials that we consume,
that's right.
The better
for the planet. So to unbox, there we go. Oops, take the driver out. I'm going to take the foam out. We'll need that as well. A little bit, Stefan, about the seal. I know that you mentioned that some people wonder what to do with the middle or how to use it.
It's a question I get asked a lot. At least once a month somebody comes to me and says, I bought these drivers, where do I put the seal? Do I put it on the driver or do I put it on the box? Well, the answer is always on the driver. It doesn't really make any difference from a physical perspective, but if you want to put the driver in a different box at some point in the future and you've stuck the seal to the box, then obviously you've got no seal. Of course, they do sell spare seals, so that is fine if you have done that, but always stick it to the driver.
Yeah. So it's just got a paper backing on it. Just unpeel it and pop it around the back of the frame there, and you're ready to go. So let's talk about the CHN 110. I've had many requests over the years to produce a more affordable driver, a full range driver, but one that's going to handle bass, one that's going to go a little bit lower than a typical full range driver. And I always wanted to try and combine both the attributes of a typical 5.5 to 6.5 mid bass, but go full range. And this is really the driver that now does that job. So
it's worth saying that other manufacturers don't do that quite so much.
Yeah.
Mark is really the only person that's doing wideband drivers that have got such an amount of excursion.
Yeah,
I mean that's true to say, isn't it?
Very much.
Most full range drivers have only got a millimetre or two of excursion, and that's no good for bass. Really.
No, I mean, and so what you'd expect typically, as Stefan points out, you'd normally expect with a 5.5, 6.5 mid bass unit that it's going to have a reasonable amount of excursion. Certainly, this driver has it. We do have an arrestor in the back, but you can probably see just about from there that we're talking several millimetres of excursion. So yeah, this is a drive that you can use. Now, to be fair, one needs to be sensible. If you're looking for heavy rock and roll, you're still going to need your subwoofer. But in the realms of normal music, this will do the job. And in terms of box sizes, because this driver is bass emphasised, we're looking at some pretty big boxes, aren't we, Stefan? We are, yeah. I mean, total Q is above 3.5. VAS is some 30 plus litres. So guys and girls, you're looking at designing your boxes anything from 18 litres up to 30, even getting on for 40 litres. Sorry, I don't know what that is in imperial.
People always just speak in litres.
In litres. And Dr. Scott, bless him, has...
he doesn't like being called Dr. Scott.
He doesn't like being called Dr. Scott.
Scott.
Yeah, I always refer to him as Dr. Scott. Why not? You know, but bless him. Yeah. Scott, I think, has already done three or even 4 box designs for this driver. They are, I believe, already on the site and or on the spec sheet.
I think they're on spec sheet.
I think they're on the spec sheet.
They've been published on the website because it's also new. I mean, I haven't even got these on my own website yet. They're literally hot off the press. I haven't got any to sell right as we speak. These are the first ones.
This is literally arrived just the other week. I think they're straight off the factory floor. Why have we done this? Well, we appreciate that for many of our customers, particularly in Europe and North America, you've got big spaces, and they can be hard for normal full range drivers to fill. So we've and I'm very sorry. I must apologise and say I'm sorry it's taken so long to do this, guys and girls, but because you've been making requests from me for many years to do something for big boxes, but we've done it now. So here it is. It's the CHN 110, and it's pretty obvious. It's the classic. There's the motor size. It's a very big magnet, ceramic YF35 grade, so it's the top grade magnet. We've made this driver affordable, but we have concentrated on maintaining the classic Markaudio drivetrain with no compromise. That's the very important thing to emphasize there. The Spider is particularly robust, so you know it has a good duty cycle. The other thing I should say that we've made the profile of the frame as narrow as we can. We do use a heavier grade pressed steel material, but this makes it very easy for surface mounting. And like all Markaudio, we provide you with the screws. These are Phillips head screws. Pretty well everybody in the world has got a Phillips head screw.
I do also get questions asking me, where are these screws? I'm sure these screws are going to be included. And they're hidden away in the side there.
Yeah, so
just pull them out. It's just pressed in.
So don't throw the packaging away until you've unpicked the screws, and they are a flush fit. So what we like about it, don't we, Stefan, is we've sorry you can't see it, but there might be a close up. We've got this stipple finish mat on the frame, which coordinates with the finish on the rubber surround. So when you've installed this into your box system, you can get a very professional look if you wish.
And also goes with whatever finish you're using. So if you're using a nice glossy spray finish or veneer or just waxing up some birch ply or whatever, it will go with that quite nicely.
The cone is relatively shallow, classic Markaudio, so you're going to get a decent wide dispersion. And with the near flat or relatively benign frequency response, we'll flash that up on the screen, and an easy drive impedance, you're in business. So you could also use this driver as part of a multi-way system. Granted, our mantra is full range, but we accept that for many of you do want multi-way, and typically most low to medium grade 6.5 mid basses or woofers, they've usually got a peak at around 3, 4 or 5 kilohertz, which of course you need to add extra elements into your crossover. If you want to smooth that over. Yeah, which costs more money. This is reasonably flat in that area, so immediately for those guys and girls that are into say ribbon tweeters, for example, where you might need a third order crossover, life gets a lot easier with this driver. You know, you can filter out that you don't want. So it makes it a really versatile driver. When I've made multi-way systems myself in the past, I've always tried to buy drivers that were reasonably easy to work with, that weren't just locked into that one particular design, so that if I wanted to do a different design, I wanted to change this 2-way into a 3-way or whatever, I could use that same tweeter and I could move it over, because that saved a lot of money. And it's the same with this. You know, you can use it, down low, maybe in a sort of small, 2-way system, or you can use it up higher if you just got a ribbon tweeter that you can only cut off at sort of 5 kilohertz, 6 kilohertz, absolutely.
Or maybe you just want to use this for as kind of lower mid bass driver from 400 hertz down, and you've got something else like one of our smaller drivers that you want to use from 300 or 400 hertz up. So it's makes it very versatile.
That's the CHN 50, which we've introduced in an earlier video. And for those who are keen on matching these types of driver, well, yeah, obviously the efficiency of this unit is lower, but we can leave you guys to work out, you know, what you'll do.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be some messing around in a crossover.
That's right.
Whatever you do.
You know.
So that's the watchword actually with both of these drivers is versatility.
Yeah, versatility. Yeah, versatility. They're affordable, and I think what we're trying to do for you is, particularly with the 110, is add value. So, yes, you've got the mid bass all working for you here, but you get the high range added on, and it is a full high range. You're going over 20 kilohertz, so you've really almost got two drivers for the price of one in a roundabout way. So versatility, affordability, and flexibility in terms of application, all in that driver.
So they're all good watchwords. So I think we'll leave you with those for now. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again in another video.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for watching.